We'll learn this by next year. In 18 months, we'll have this all down after we're quarantined.
Figure it out. So yeah, jumping right into it. We talked to a lot of students and a lot of young people, and what we've been seeing is many young people don't know that COVID-19 is disproportionately affecting Black and brown people, or they've seen a headline here and there, something like that. But can you tell us what's happening and just how bad it really is?
Well, first of all, I don't think young people should feel bad. They didn't know. The media didn't know until about a week and a half ago. So, our Surgeon General didn't know until he read the same article the rest of us read. So, I think so don't feel bad if you don't know things. Just feel bad if you know things and then don't do anything about it or don't share the information.
I mean, we've seen the protests and all these things, people holding up their signs and, give me liberty, give me death in front of Baskin Robbins, and I want my hair cut. Do you have any comments on that and just kind of like the response?
There are people who, I think there's a couple of things. I got a lot of responses. So I think one thing that's become clear to me through this, and I think I knew it before, but it's really clear, is that for some people, the president being a celebrity means that politics is now a TV show. So they're just cosplaying the TV show. They don't actually really read deeply into these issues or care. They just like the fact that their president, that their favorite TV character is doing good, and it's what they're doing is no different than people who dress up for Comic-Con like Batman. It's just the same. They're just sort of like, I'm going to go out in the world and do the thing because I want to show, but they don't actually care about the issues or even understand the issues. And you can see that because some of those signs, first of all, don't make any sense. Or CNN had an image yesterday. They were going past a crowd, and one of the signs was like, ban homo marriage. Wait, how'd that get into this? So to me, it's like those people who show up, I don't think represent any sort of real majority. But because of how TV news works, if it bleeds, it leads. It's a good image to put on TV, which then gives the effect that this is a majority or a large percentage of people. But the other thing it does is it sort of creates this both sidism that is ridiculous of like, well, those people think this and these people think this. And then some people sit in the middle and go, I don't know who to believe. When really it's like the doctors are on TV every day. Could you move these people out of the way so I could tell you how not to die? That's why it's important that through this crisis, that people turn to the people in their community who they trust, who are saying, I know what's really going on, and that those are trustworthy sources. So, for example, I work with a pastor named Pastor Michael McBride, who is a pastor at the Way Church in Berkeley. He saw that COVID-19 was affecting his organization, Live Free USA, saw that COVID-19 was affecting Black folks before it was a national news story, poor Black and brown folks. And so his organization was like, well, we need to get masks to those people. So we were working on an initiative to raise $1 million to get masks to poor Black and brown folks in around America. And the thing is, we're not sending in they're not going to send in white interns to pass out masks. They're going to give them to church leaders and activists who those communities already know. And so I think the important thing is you don't have to trust the news, but you should have people in your life who you know are smarter than you, who you've seen do good work in your community, and who have never led you astray, or if they had, they've quickly apologized. You should have those people that you can turn to in your community. And if you don't, then you need to start to find those people. I understand Black folks. I understand why Black folks would be like, all I see on the news is white people dying in the early days of COVID-19. It must not affect us. But the reality is the news over-indexes on showing white folks on TV in general, and they also under-index on showing the struggle of people of color. So therefore, they were just doing what they do. And it had nothing to do with whether or not it would affect you.
That there was one quote, I forget where it was. It was a country in Africa, and they're like, how do you guys have such a low rate? He was like, we don't have tests.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't have tests, you're healthy until you're not, And
then also with that, the transparency of that too, and the information that's actually being released. I mean, this might be a little too personal, but my grandmother had cancer and recently passed away from cancer. And while we were dealing with that late last year, one of the times that we had to take her back to the emergency, they were giving her a test and they put her in an isolation room and all this other stuff. And we were like, what is going on? You know what I mean? And they give her the same test every time that we went. And then this one time that they gave it to her, she was complaining about how different it was and how, it hurt. And we were like, what the heck? And then my mom and my aunts recently were like, wait a minute. They tested her for corona. They thought she had corona. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like we were all No, that's also real. This is just my personal opinion, because I was like, gyms are too specific. I just thought that was randomly specific. I was like, there has to be these gym owners or whoever have to be like funding campaigns or something to be like, open up.
But the people who attend those gyms are white people who are like, I'm ready to go back to the gym, damn it. And their Congress people and senators and governors, they will take those people's phone call because those people donate. So yeah, it's like it's ridiculous. And the hair salon, because there's a lot of white ladies of privilege who don't know how to do their own hair. And so they're like, whereas meanwhile, all the black people are like, I got it.
Yeah, I have my clippers ready, and I'm just like trying to get just trying to get the guts to do it. Like,
yeah.
Tell my mom bye too, Kamau.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, baby.
Oh, that feels so nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, bye.